Which one of you guys would like to do the recap of what happened last time?
I suppose I can give it a shot.
Okay, Leo wants that inspiration.
After being scolded, yes, that might be nice.
Alright, here we go.
I finally figured out why I couldn't hear nothing.
Alright, so... Let's see. Brave New World. What happened last time?
It's not off to a good start.
Well, quite a good start, really. Had a nice dinner, of course, with this very nice little child. But I do honestly remember saying it tasted very nice till I passed out. And apparently I wasn't the only one, so was the rest of the party, where after... Who knows how long of time had passed, all had waken up to... being in dog kennels in the dark. And much panicking had ensued. Lilithalion and Rovanian were the first to break out of their cages. They slowly, one by one, each cage was unlocked, and each member was getting bearings to their new surroundings, which seemed to be of a basement to a possibly elderly lady. Well, was an elderly lady. After much planning, they all headed upstairs to examine the area, and realizing that they had no weapons and no magic could be summoned, that they decided to improvise to defend themselves to what's to come. Which, surprisingly, turned out to be something of a hag. Well, at least I call it a hag. In fact, who wouldn't with that face? Anyway, a fight had ensued, and everyone did their best trying to take this witch down. In the midst of the fight, Rudy suddenly was realizing, how would they know of our clothes as children if they'd never seen them? If whoever did this had never seen it. And Rudy would end up being one of the first to break a very unusual barrier that was set among the whole crew, causing him to strike faster and much harder. Which, as the fight progressed, Valeria being the second, realizing this whole thing was a memory, and Rovanian being the third, after he decided to strip down for some reason. That still boggles me, and I'm probably not going to sleep for the next few nights with that image in my head. As the battle progressed, they slowly started wearing her down, and Valeria, finally conquering that fear from a memory past, brought the killing blow, shattering the witch's skull across the floor. After a moment of retrieval, they started to figure out how to escape the dream, realizing that this was all Valeria's memory, which she recalled that she had just ran straight out through the door and essentially just took off into the forest. The others followed suit, though some fell back, and Rovanian quite mistakenly decided to look into a chest and was eaten whole. While the others tried to go back to retrieve Rovanian, the witch started to stir again, despite being killed, breaking through the floorboards, which prompted everybody to run out. Upon running out of the house, the dream essentially shattered, and everyone started to come to. Unfortunately, they traded one nightmare for another, as they literally jumped into the fire with the village burning and the sound of one very familiar child laughing in the distance in this brave new world.
Very well done, Leomorn. Go ahead and give yourself a point of inspiration. So to recap, Dromond and Rovanian went into the room of what they thought was the witches. They're checking to see if this chest they found next to the bed was trapped. Dromond found none mechanical traps within. Rovanian opened it up where he was then sucked into this chest and sort of disappeared from the dream. But deciding not to sort of open that chest and go after it as the form of the witch began to grow from the basement and sort of chew her way through the floor towards everybody. Everybody ran out the front door towards the image of the roan stallion sort of tethered out by a tree out front, waking up from the dream. This music isn't working. You awake and your bodies are pasted with sweat. It is hot, your lungs burn, both from heat and smoke as you guys find yourself inside a roaring inferno that is taking over this wood and thatched house. You guys begin to get up one by one and notice that Rovanian, barely moving, is trying, but is struggling very hard as he seems incredibly tired. Leomor and Valeria, you both find yourselves in that same sort of position as it feels as if you haven't fully awakened in the morning, like you were able to snatch 2 hours of sleep before you were suddenly awake, and your eyes hurt and you can't think straight as everybody is trying to drag each other out of this house to the sounds of screaming, both male, female, child, and this sort of rapturous, happy laugh of giggling fits coming from outside as you guys push your way through and burst out of the back wall of the house. And that is where we're going to pick up.
Sounds almost like Christmas music.
Is everyone okay?
I want to make sure the cart's not burning.
It seems everyone but Rovanian is okay.
I was about to
just
say, I'm
tired. I'll be fine.
Are you sure? Can you fight still?
Mark, I would like to, as an instinctive reaction, try to reach for the weave and see if I can access it.
Like Goku powering up, you feel your body swell with magical might, and it tingles and it feels good, almost as if like a narcotic drug is just forcing its way through your veins, and your blood is pumping, and you open your eyes and you just have the wide smile on your face.
Oh yeah, it's on now, buddy. I look around for the kid.
Where is that little...
Give me a perception check, all of you.
Those
Those of you with 2 points of exhaustion, I believe you have disadvantage on this.
Does Rudy have exhaustion?
Rudy took no damage.
nope.
So she has no exhaustion.
Okay.
Where's that little brat? Someone deserves a good spanking.
Hey, I got a 15.
What the?
Leomorn and Valeria roll again because you guys have disadvantage.
Ah, crap, I thought it would trigger it. Alright.
Very good. Looks like a 9.
Okay. Zirak, Rudy, as everybody else is sort of looking, and you guys are feeling the heat from these burning buildings. Like it is extremely hot, and you guys are having to back up a bit. And as you guys are instinctively backing away from the flames, both Rudy and Zirak look up, and you see floating in air in what would be the center portion of town is Berthold. And he's sort of up in the air, and he's just, his hands are out, almost like Magneto. And he's just sort of spinning in circles, and he's laughing. And you see him like looking from side to side, looking all over the town, and he's looking around. And he just looks like he's having a great time. And some out of the way in sort of some of the other houses, you kind of hear a koosh, like a large crashing sound. And then he laughs even louder.
Does he still look like a normal, like, his physical form hasn't changed, right? He still looks like a young human boy.
He looks like a young boy, but he's floating in air. And that's really all you can get from this far away, as you're looking through smoke, flame, and sort of the shimmering heat mirage that's rising from the flame as well. It's sort of distorting everything past where these houses are that you guys are at.
Mark, do we hear the sounds of the townsfolk screaming in terror?
And from where you're standing, you watch, as you can see, like over here, as there is a wife sort of tugging at what you can only assume is her husband as she's clutching onto her child. And you're watching as the husband is like slowly taking steps. Is it like a zombie walk is really the best way I can describe it. And you see in his hand is a torch, and you see him moving, and then you see him put the torch to the building, and even more flames go up, and he holds the torch up and he looks around. And he starts walking again towards another small building that hasn't been lit, and it sort of draws you to the streets. And as you sort of look around, you can see that there are people screaming as these sleepwalking people are kind of going about and lighting buildings and things on fire. You watch as one of them walks up and lights a person on fire, and the person begins to run and sort of roll on the ground.
Zirak, I think the boy must be controlling the people. You think if you can knock him out of the sky so we can take him out?
That much is obvious, my friend, as the townsfolk wouldn't burn their loved ones in homes without his influence. And he did manage to put us to sleep. Yes, I will do my best. I will attempt to knock him out of the sky.
Before you do, I sing you an inspiring song. Inspiration.
I'm going to hand Valeria
In concert,
and Rovanian,
as you begin to sing this song of inspiration, you hear this. Well, it looks like you've finally woken up.
Can I look around and see if I can see our cart? I want to make sure our stuff's not burning.
You can see the cart. You can see the horses that are still tethered to it. I'll just say it's out in the back here, so it's sort of out of the way of fire. And you can see the horses are sort of going crazy. Eyes are wide. You know, horses, fire, don't mix.
Zirak, save some for me, will you? Believe when you teach this little boy some manners.
So, Mark, I gave Valeria and Rovanian the temporary HP herb.
So it's a D4.
Yeah.
I'm not Zirak. What the hell is going on here? I don't
No,
know how that
that's not my
happened.
role.
And Rudy will pull out her. Oh, never mind. I don't know what Rudy does. So. Rudy. Imposter!
Come on.
Imposter! Killer!
Come tell me about your story. It was such a nice one. Tell me, sister, did you save the children this time? Or did you leave them behind again? And then he just starts giggling and laughing.
Did he call you sister?
That
I am.
insolent.
And on my headphones. Bye! Okay, sorry, I was a little distracted. They just picked up my niece. Why would you make me go through that again?
And you guys watch as he begins to descend from the sky out of view as you guys are still sort of hiding behind the burning house.
I would like to charge forward through the fire and flames as the music plays in the background. And make my way closer to the boy because I have a suggestion or two for him.
Dun, 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 dun,
To the
dun,
fire
dun.
flames.
So you charge out in towards the main road, and as you sort of skid to a halt in the sort of the muddy gravel, you look and he's sort of just sitting on top of the wellhead, on top of the roof in a very like nonchalant Peter Pan kind of way. And he's sort of just like bucking back and forth, moving his head to some indiscernible music that only he can hear. Rovanian is going to slowly limp his way over, trying to find the strength to move.
So I will. I don't remember if I pressed the button when I spoke. I came out and told him I would rather hear his story than my own. And I will cast a spell on myself to protect myself from harm.
As you do this, and sort of your warding energy begins to form that sort of ethereal armor around you that is visible for but a second before it sort of fades back into your body. You watch as you can kind of see like a little pouty face form on his lips, and you wouldn't hit a child, would you? And then he smiles again as he sort of coyly turns his face down. And his eyes are menacing the closer you get as they just shimmer with the reflections of the fires around, making him look quite ominous for such a young child.
Valeria,
Off in the distance, you hear another crash, and you watch as smoke and dust pull up. As you can imagine, one of the buildings has collapsed again. And there's sort of like a heavy thumping sound that comes. Zirak, the closer you get now, this is what you see. Can everybody see the picture?
Yes.
Yep.
So you see the boy sitting on top.
Yep.
Around his neck is a necklace that's glowing red. His left hand indeed looks dark with spikes coming out of it, almost as if it's covered in metal. As he just sort of sits there and looks at you and smiles, as his hair, almost as if on its own accord, seems to be blown by some sort of draft and wind that's just sort of permeating upwards. And he's just sort of sitting there bobbing his head from side to side.
Valeria, he called you sister. Does he look familiar? Maybe like one of the kids from back then.
I don't know. I have to get a closer look.
You
I
silly
don't know him.
half-elf. He sort of giggles. You're not very bright, are you? That's probably why you carry a long stick. I called her a sister because, well, she's obviously a cleric. And that's what you call them.
I'm curious. Valeria, you said that.
He just called Valiant stupid?
He seemed to
Listening,
be relishing.
Rudy.
He seemed to be relishing to the fact that he
How
called Valiant
rude.
stupid.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because you just talked right over me.
Sorry, you paused and everybody took over. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just curious because Valeria, you when that first happened, your backstory, you said you just remember the one little girl, but when we reenacted the story, wasn't there a boy and a girl?
There could have been lots of other children. I don't remember their faces. I just remember the girl because she's the one who helped me out. Is Morglaus?
Now, young man, if you don't stop these fires, I'm going to have to summon your nemesis.
Don't talk to me like you're my equal.
Oh, I'm not.
I've
I'm
walked
talking
this
to you as your better.
I've walked this earth longer than you've been alive, boy. And he begins to sort of float up again, now sort of hovering above. You think you're my equal?
I think I'm your better.
Well then, prove it. And he snaps his fingers, and you watch from this building here as it sort of explodes outward, and you guys see the strangest creature that seems to be glowing with fire itself. A large bear, hulking inside, walking on two legs, glowing with an inner fire in itself, sort of explode out and give this sort of roar. We're going to roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh, whoops.
Were you mentioning my comments about more killing, less talking, more killing?
Alright, so that whispered to... Give me a second here. I forgot to change these back when I was testing the sheet. Okay, Drummond, Garshadow, Elise. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm missing a couple people here. Seven. I think I need one more person.
Rovanian?
Oh, that's right, and I'm controlling him. Sorry. Now, I will say, I believe initiative is an ability check, correct?
That is correct.
Yes.
So I need those of you with 2 points of exhaustion to roll twice, and you'll have to take the lower.
Okay. Yeah, mine's the same. No problem.
Valeria got 219s. It's meant to be. Okay,
think that
so we're going to start the top of round 1. And you guys watch as it explodes outwards, boom, as it sort of flames erupt outwards and just shrapnel of lumber, thatch, and stone spew out in this sort of dragon breath-like way as this large lumbering bear begins to move towards your direction. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 40.
He is within my range. I'm going to use my opportunity attack to strike.
Okay.
Sorry, I just realized I need to get rid of a few buttons.
Okay, he's going to make 2 attacks at Zirek. So he goes in with his right claw just as Stallion goes in and gets him right there, throwing it off, but with his left claw comes Zirak, right towards your midsection. Does a 24 hit you?
It does indeed.
Okay. And then, so no shield or nothing?
No, it wouldn't matter.
Okay. Okay, so that's 15 points of slashing that you take from him as he sort of just grouts right through the middle of you. As you feel your arcane
his
ward.
claw completely incinerates my arcane ward.
So you feel your arcane ward shatter, and just the burning sensation from his claws scraping across leave these like red routs on your skin just from the force of the hit. And he just sort of growls at you with these red hot burning eyes, and you look and you see now that this bear's body is covered in stitches, almost as if he was put together multiple times. And he took 16 points.
My magic has protected us. Move forward on the abomination.
Dromond.
I'll attack it with my rapier.
A 15 just misses as he interposes his claws in the way, knocking away your sword and looking.
I shall remain there, because that was all my movement.
Valeria.
I'm gonna go. For some reason. 5, 10, 15. Get here. She's gonna send spiritual weapon out. If she can hit it. And as she does so, she says, "Why are you doing this?"
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. 15 just misses.
And then I guess as a bonus action, not as a bonus, as a regular action, she's gonna send a Sacred Flame.
Okay. Ruxpin will attempt a Wisdom saving throw.
It's a dex save, Mark.
Oh, that's right, Dex save. Let me see if he has anything that helps him here. Okay, he has nothing to help him, so here comes his dex save. He's quite dexterous for such a large creature, but there's definitely a magical essence that you see that sort of empowers him.
Dang it.
Oh shit,
Holy.
not a good sign.
Most definitely a magical essence that powers him, yes.
Okay, and that ends her turn.
Okay. Now it's Berthold's turn, who's going to fly up into the air even. Ooh, this one might be fun. Okay. You watch as he begins to move his hands around. And then he points 3 fingers towards you, Zirak, as this sickly green light begins to weave its way towards you.
Is he with? How high up did he fly?
Oh, here, let me add to him. He's 15 feet up right now, floated 5 feet during when he got back up, and then he went an additional 20 feet, I'll say, up into the air. So he's 15, 5, 20, 40 feet up. And he can definitely reach you. Okay, and he's going to use his reaction to counterspell your counterspell.
Excellent.
Does 16 hit you?
No. Oh wait, I used my reaction.
Can't use
to cast
shield. Does a
counterspell.
16 hit you?
Can't use shield. Yes, a 16 hits me.
Wait, what?
What is the con save for? If it's already an attack roll, why am I making a con save?
Hold on a second.
Maybe to save against the poison? Wait, it's all.
That is weird. I pulled that one straight out of the book, too. Oh, yeah, go ahead and make a con save. The con save will combat the poisoned effect. Okay, so you fail in the con save. You take 18 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned until the end of your next.
All right, so in about 2 seconds of combat, you did 18 plus 15 points of damage to me and nearly killed me. Sweet.
What about your bardic inspiration?
What does my bardic inspiration do?
Ability
Give you
checks
one
and saving throws, and
I gave
attack rolls.
I'll save it.
Just want to remind you have one that. Right
Yeah, I
before
could use it on the
jumping
saving throw, but the poison condition doesn't matter for now. It's just going to give me disadvantage on attacks.
So as you sort of take in the green ray, and then and it forces you to sort of retch and puke all over the ground, you hear him laugh again. I thought you were my better. Gosh.
Thalion turns to Guard Shadow and says, "Circle around and pounce him." He's acting weird when trying to move him, but he's going to pounce onto the bear.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack. A 21 definitely hits. He's going to make attempt a strength saving throw. He is not proficient in strength saving throws, but he's a very strong creature. Holy shit. Fuck me.
Oh.
Okay, so he does not get to bite, but he does slash him for 10.
Okay, he does take the 10 points of damage, and as Garshadow tries to wrench him down from the arm that took the roll, you watch as the bear sort of lifts up his arm and kind of puts his head down, almost in a manner that would be cute if not this creature was so terrifying, and sort of looking at Garshadow with its raised forearm. Elise. Yeah, it's definitely not my intent, Chris. It's
That's about 40. Wait. 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. I'm gonna. No. Wait. I was right there. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move there, and she is going to Designate Whisper the bear, or try to.
Okay. This is a wisdom save.
I think this one is...
I think it's a wisdom save. Go ahead and cast your spell.
Okay. Level 1.
He fails this one.
Alright. He is taking the full 12. And... one more second.
He does have an available reaction. So he is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's use this reaction if available to move as far as its speed. So he's going to move all the way back here and then sort of stop and shake its head and then turn around and look back at you as if it's very confused about what happened. Yeah, the music's glitching out, guys. Sorry.
No.
It's fine.
Let me see, that was her action, her movement. And... yeah. I think that is it for her right now.
It's Rovanian's turn, and as he pulls his greatsword out, he starts to get angry as wisps of white smoke begin to pour from him as a bonus action. He is going to rage. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's going to hold his action until the bear gets within melee range to make an attack. Thalion.
Thalion is going to step forward and also hold his action. Looking over my shoulder, I call out to Zarak to take cover.
Take cover behind the burning building. Sure. Yeah. Gotcha.
Rudy.
I will. I guess I will come over here and I will aid Zirak with a healing word.
Okay.
So Zirak gets 9 points of healing.
Thank you, my friend.
You still have your action?
I think I will just take the dodge action for right now.
Lamorn.
Okay. Now, I am going to spend the action to cast Mage Armor on myself to make sure I have some defense. And then move 5, 10, 15 here for additional... Just to keep an eye on the orphan so I can prep an attack.
Okay. Zirak, it is your turn.
Alright, are you ready for this? Okay, Zirak, not heeding the advice of Thalion, because as he looks around, he sees no real cover to be had that wouldn't catch his beautiful hair on fire. He is going to, instead, since he was called out by this orphan and just insulted, saying that, you know, he had just put me down for saying that I was superior to him, I am going to step forward. I can't really see how high up he is, but I think you said he's about 40 feet in the air. So I should be close enough. Is he 40 feet in the air?
He's 40 feet in the air. He'd be within any 60-foot spell you have, so.
Fuck, it's a 30-foot spell. Never mind. My whole
Jump really high. Romania, give me a boost.
I need you to toss me.
I actually
Not even
do
Rudy
have
can
my
jump
jump
that
height
high.
written down here. Hold on. Maybe I can jump up and cast this spell. No, I used all my movement to get here. No, I don't have the fly spell.
I totally would have allowed you to be able to jump up and cast a spell at your height.
No, I had to move up to get close enough to him, but I forgot that he was so fucking high up in the air. God, I don't want to attack him. I had a much more fun fucking thing to do. I don't want to just throw harm at him.
Can you dispel what's keeping up in the air?
No, I can't. I don't have dispel magic.
Then in the words of Dorian Gray, then what good are you?
Alright, I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
So I rise up 20 feet. So now I'm within 20 feet of him. And I'm just gonna rise up slowly as I levitate up off the ground and say, I'll roleplay this out, kind of prepping what I might do. I say, you, for one who speaks as if you are an ancient being, you're acting like a child who just discovered what a tinderbox does. Stop this foolishness now.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I moved and cast a spell. I'm done.
Okay, top of round 2, it is the bear's turn. The bear is going to 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. And he's going to slash out at Rovanian with his long reach. I believe both of those hit Rovanian. Give me one quick second. Both of them do hit. So that's 29, 28, half to 14. Okay, crash, crash! Ah! And the bear is going to stay there. Drummond.
I think I'm going. I need to check the range on this really quick. I think I'm going to try a sleep spell on the kid just to give it a.
Okay.
I'll be like, it's your bedtime.
You go through the casting, moving about your hands. You send it out and you watch as the sort of powdery-like substance explodes around his body and kind of begins dripping from the ground. And he just sort of begins to laugh at the absurdity of what he has to put up with at the moment. And it has no effect on him at all.
I'll come up to here. That was worth a shot. Xerac, you got.
Okay. Valeria.
Hey, Mark, I have a rules question that I had never considered before and was wondering what you might, how you would rule it. If you are concentrating on a spell and you cast another spell that's concentration, but that spell fails, does it break the concentration of your first spell?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I would think too. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, because you're giving up concentration to concentrate on the new spell, so your first spell would just.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the Ruxpin.
Okay. A 20 will definitely hit Ruxpin.
Oh, dang, that's a lot.
Valeria going balls out again. And then we'll give Ruxpin the wrench. Whoever attacks him next turn is advantage.
Then I guess I'll move my spiritual weapon, oops. Here.
Okay. And he sort of looks at you, Xerac, and he says, I'll make you a deal. Tell me where the wandering man is, and I will let you live. And then he holds out his hand down towards the ground, and you guys watch here as a sort of black hole begins to rip into the tether of reality and sort of grow, like almost like the scene with the red matter from the Star Trek movie, as it sort of rips out. And anybody within, because it's centered on a point. Whoops. Anybody within 20-foot radius of this point, I'm going to need a strength saving throw.
I would like to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Okay.
Oh no! I would say can I grab onto Rudy, but I don't think I can.
Hold on. I gotta move over and I gotta roll this for Ravanian, who has disadvantage. $11, so he fails. Rudy, Rovanian, and Drummond. You guys, well, everybody gets sucked into this point, but you watch as Rudy, Rovanian, and Drummond vanish inside. Okay. Rudy, Rovanian, and Drummond take 27 points of force damage. And Valeria and Thalion take 13?
Okay.
13 points of force damage. Drummond and Rudy, roll a d8, please.
A what?
A d8. Drummond, you reappear over here, prone on the ground. Garshadow would have been in there too. Did he roll?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yep. Roll a d8, please, Doug. Rovanian gets dumped 60 feet here, prone on the ground. Garshadow, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 feet there, prone on the ground. Rudy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are prone on the ground next to Rovanian. As you sort of vanish and then just get thrown on the ground, like, and he just, like, it is a really deep, happy belly laugh. Like, he's having a great time. And I assume you guys are not. And it is Garshadow's turn.
You said Garshadow was prone?
He's prone on the ground, and it is his turn.
Okay, so he stands up for half his movement. And he has enough still to charge him, so he's going to pounce him. Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure he has enough.
Does he have 50 feet of movement or 60?
It's 50, never mind. He's one square short. So he double moves up behind the bear.
Okay. Elise.
All right. The black hole is still right before me.
No, it has since disappeared.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to fly. Sorry, 1 second. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Okay. I'm going to fly. I think 30 feet up here, diagonally. going to put the
30 feet up where?
30 feet up here, diagonally from where I was. Oh. Alright, come on, get off my screen. Okay, and then I'm going to. Oh, wait, no. Okay. And I'm going to place. I think I should be able to. I'm going to place Shatter right on top of the corner. Okay, where's that little select button? Shape. Right here. On the bear. That's what I'm gonna do there.
Can you put Shatter? Because I think the Shatter area is a lot bigger than that.
I don't know how to erase the little square. I think it's a 10 by 10. That's all I remember. Okay, how do I make this bigger? I don't know how to make the square bigger.
Okay, so Shatter. Okay, so it's a 10-foot radius. Ten-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, and it's on top of the bear. On the corner of the bear. So right. Yeah. Yeah, basically, right there.
Okay. So that's a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a 12, so he fails. And he'll take 12 thunder damage.
Yep. Let's see, that was her movement. Action. And yep, I think that's all I can do. Did action and movement.
You do have a bonus action if you wish to use it for.
Okay, so I don't know German's there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, yeah, can I use a healing word on Rudy? She's looking a little out of shape.
Give me one quick second here. Okay. You know what, actually, Rudy, since it's a magic item, I'm just going to say there's going to be no save and that you just land it. But just keep in mind that your magic item says that you can't jump any further than what remaining movement you have left. So if you move 15 feet, you won't be able to jump the full 20 feet up.
Yes, I understand.
So, but I'll say it's a magic item. We'll say that I won't ask for a dex save because there's nothing in the the description of it that says it. So we'll just say you'll land it. Awesome.
Yeah. You're ruling.
Okay. Elise, sorry, did you use your bonus action for?
Yeah, I'm gonna healing word on Rudy since I saw that she had
So
appeared.
you already cast a spell, so you won't be able to use the spell.
For my bonus.
You do have a bardic inspiration because you used a spell to cast shatter, so you can't cast another spell.
You can only use one spell slot per turn.
Gotcha. I think she might be a little far. Okay, then I won't do that. She's gonna stay right there.
I will happily stay right here.
Okay, that's the end of your turn, Elise.
Yep, she moved and used her action, so yep.
Okay, so it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I forgot his speed is halved. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to hold his action to attack anything that comes within melee range and just scream loudly.
Is he just crawling?
Oh god, he stepped up. So he stands up for half his movement. He goes 5, 10, and then he actions to dash 5, 10, 15, 20 to there, and he has nothing, so he's just going to use his action to oh man, Rovania's not having a good time. Valeria and Lamorn, I believe both of your speeds are halved as well. So keep that in mind. Yeah, and that's the end of his turn. He's going to hold his action to see if anything comes within melee range. Valiant.
Guess I get to take advantage of Valeria's guiding bolt.
Correct. Nobody attacked Ruxpin since then. Only a spell was cast against him.
Aim for the stitches.
27 will hit.
And then I'm going to bonus action hit with the opposite end.
Okay. This one's at normal. 19 will hit.
And now Guard Shadow is going to use his reaction, seeing me strike it to bite. Well, claw at it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, bite. Just crappy miss.
10 will miss. Rudy.
Rudy is going to stand up. For 5 feet of movement because she is pretty athletic. And she's going to make her way over to this building. And she has something I believe Leomorn gave her, a drop of healing. What does that do?
That is a 1d4 plus 1 healing potion, I believe.
Well, it's. I just got tossed by a giant black hole thing, and there's fires all around us, so it sounds delicious.
Okay. Glug, 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 really quick, as you open up the small bottle tincture. It's almost the size of the liquid luck potion in Harry Potter. As you sort of tip it back into your mouth, and the thick liquid inside coats your tongue, slides down your throat, and you feel slightly revitalized.
I open it up, and I just like, and then I swish it around, trying to make it more satisfying, and then I was like, it's not bad. Could use a little less.
Next time, tell me what flavor you would like. Jeez.
1d4 plus 1?
I believe 1d4 plus 1. The alchemist can verify. I have too many sheets open at the moment.
Alright, let me go check.
But it should be a healing word potion kind of level. Okay, so you get 3 points.
So I consider it so-so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still have your bonus action, and is that all your moves?
I'm then going to use a bonus action to healing word myself.
Okay. Okay, give yourself 5 more points.
I can move my limbs again.
Okay.
That shall be my turn.
Liam.
Alright, seeing the little interaction between Zurak and that little snot-nosed brat of a child now, he'll clasp his hands together as he takes a step out, if I press the right thing. Yes, thank you. Have the energy start as soon as he flies up about 10 feet into the air and cast Chaos Bolt at the Orphan.
Okay. Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Liam wants casting a spell. Everybody get down.
Okay, so that is 16, 22 plus. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh. Actually, you know what? Since that little brat did this to us, I am going to cast it at level 2.
That's fine. So that's an extra D8, an extra 1D6?
Yeah, 1d6.
Okay, so that is 22, so 28 plus. Go ahead and roll. Okay, so... Holy shit. So, okay, so 28 plus... 28, so that's, what is that, 19? 28 plus...
Trying to find my calculator myself.
47 Leomorn, holy shit! That's a good spell.
Spare the child and spoil the child and spare the rod.
Hold on, D8s. If you roll the same number,
It's actually a 1 and a 6 that he rolled for the D8, so he could choose which one he wanted the damage type to be.
so do you want acid or poison, Leomorn?
You know what? Eye for an eye. Saw we did the Zurak, so let's see how he feels with poison.
So you see it hit his body as this weird bolt that doesn't travel in a straight line, almost this greenish arc of lightning, goes around Zirak with almost pinpoint precision and strikes him directly in the chest. And you see the boy sort of reel back in pain and then lean forward and just sort of puke all over the ground as the poison's now sort of pulsing through his body. And he sort of gets up and he has this sort of angry grimace on his face as he's looking to you, Leomorn.
Someone's been very naughty and is about to get a good spanking.
At the end of your turn?
Yep.
Zirak. So he called
I'm
out to you.
kind of impressed.
He said, let's make a deal. Tell me where the wandering man is, and I'll let you all live.
Looking around at the carnage that you have spread around here, I've had enough of your tomfoolery. There will be no deal. I suggest, very strongly, and now my voice starts to echo as I grip my arcane focus, my crystal, that you stop this madness, release the townsfolk from your hold, and apologize to each and every one of them before we give you a piece of our mind, which you will patiently listen to. I need a wisdom saving throw from him.
Okay, so as you cast the spell upon him, you watch as the necklace floats out and red light flashes.
And I slowly, gently fall to the ground, by the way, because that's a concentration spell.
Okay?
Oh,
That
nice.
is 21 as his medallion bursts into light, helping him combat the magic you cast against him.
Okay, well, he ignored my suggestion then. Straight damage it is then, because other shit just doesn't work.
Round 3. The bear's gonna rush at Thalion. It's gonna go 14, 20, and then now he's close enough to bite for 21. Okay, so the first claw as he tears into your thigh does 13 slashing, and now he comes in with his large red maw to close in about your shoulder and neck, dealing an additional 14 more points of piercing as he kind of shakes you a little bit, like a pit bull before sort of letting you go back onto the ground, for a total of 27 points of damage. Drummond.
That's one heck of a hangover. I'm gonna stand up for 5 feet because I'm gonna see if this dagger's lucky, and I'm gonna throw my lucky dagger at the bear.
Okay, sounds good. .22 definitely hits. The dagger flies through the air after it lets go of Thalion, and Thalion drops it 3 feet to the ground, catching him on his balance. And as the bear begins to lean in forward and go in for another bite, Thalion, the dagger catches him right in the eye. And you watch as the fires inside slowly sputter as the shape begins to grow small and just shrivel up, going and landing on the ground as an inanimate toy teddy bear, which floats slowly towards the orphan boy.
I'm gonna give Valiant a little wave, like, yeah, you're welcome. And I will remain there.
Valeria.
Valeria's gonna go 5.
Oh, damn it. I totally forgot about... Ah, damn it. Okay, never mind.
And then she's gonna cast Healing Word at Thalion at 2nd level. Where is it?
He's going to counterspell that.
Oh. Okay. And she's gonna move her spiritual weapon right there. And that's it.
Okay. Did you move that, like, 20 feet up in an arc?
Yeah.
I'll say that your spiritual weapon is currently 20 feet below him.
Okay. And she's gonna say, once more, please, why are you doing this? Why do you want to know about the Wanderer? And that's it.
Okay, his turn. He's going to look to you and he says, I need to teach my little brother a lesson. Oh, let me see if that recharges. Does not recharge. Okay. He's going to look to you, Valeria, and he's going to utter some words and cast a spell at you. I need you and anybody within 20 feet of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Within 20 feet of Valeria? Okay, so I have to do a con.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to get a better one.
Okay.
Rovanian, I think, needs to make one too.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Zarek, you still have your bonus, your bardic inspiration?
Yeah, I might as well use it, huh? Okay, I'll do it. Would I add a D8 to that?
Yes.
Yes. Give me a quick second.
Okay, so I rolled a 20.
No, wait, you might not even need to spend it, because I think if Valeria saves, nothing happens. She used her inspiration to succeed, so I don't think anything's going to happen here. Let me check.
Oh, I know what you were trying to do.
Because... Oh no, never mind. This spell is just a complete asshole. So you guys watch
Okay,
now
fine.
as these sort of blackish, purplish flames begin to wreath off of Valeria, sort of down from her waist, almost in like a deathly skirt. And it sort of begins to aura around her in a 20-foot radius. Valeria, you do not take the initial 6 poison damage.
Okay.
Neither does Shiv or Zirak. But Thalion and Rovanian will take the 6. But he needs to make his save at disadvantage. Oh, and he succeeds. So, as tired as he is, Rovanian negates it. But however, even after the spell is done, you're looking about you and sort of trying to put out these black flames that will not go away. as you now have a negative area effect on you.
Nobody come near me!
Also, just out of curiosity, if I'm 30 feet up in the air, would that spell still have affected me?
No, because you are.
I
It's only a
actually
20 foot
froze,
radius.
so. But I was. Now I know.
Okay.
Holy.
And then he is going to fly. He's going to fly 60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 to here. Fire Shadow.
I tell Garshadow to keep a good distance but track him.
Did the boy disappear?
He flew away. And you sort of watch him fly through flames and smoke. And then as soon as that happened, you watch his Gar Shadow sort of and kind of ran in that direction.
I'm just gonna stop right there since the boy's still in the air.
Elise.
So we saw Garshadow go take the corner after the kid?
You saw Gar Shadow disappear around the buildings and smoke. But I believe you can clearly see the kid over there through sort of the somewhat opaqueness of the thick smoke and shimmer that's coming up as you're in the air.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's good. So I can see where that little. Shoot. Alright, well, I'm going to move closer. Oop, wrong thing. 30, I believe that's as far as I can go.
Are you stopping there?
And then, nope, I'm going to get out of that fire. So I will double move to here.
But you're still on the building? Like still over that building?
Wait, okay, so that was 40, 45. Sorry, right here.
Okay, that's better. You would have taken fire damage if you would have stopped anywhere within that range.
That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. I was like, nope, I might be.
You realized somewhat too late as you were sort of flying over there, the immense heat coming off of that roof, and you sort of flew over. But since you moved and didn't stop there, you're only going to take.
I think I have
10 points of fire damage.
And if I remember correctly, I think I take. So I take 5.
And if
right?
you resist it, you take 5.
Yeah. Alright. Hot. Almost as hot as the 9 now. 1 second. Okay, sorry, don't forget that. Nope. There. Okay. And then, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And then I'm going to... I'm gonna Vicious Mockery him for now.
You said you used your action to double.
Oh no, I double moved. Sorry. I used both of my stuff. I can't do anything.
You have a bonus action, Bardic Inspiration, or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to... Wait, I can see Drummond over there, right?
You can definitely see Drummond.
Okay. He looks a little beat up, so I'm gonna use a healing word on him.
Okay.
That'll be it.
While you do that, I'm going to switch to Rovanian's turn. He did not take any damage, so his rage dissipates, and he sort of gets a little bit more tired.
He didn't take any from the aura?
No, he negated it with his con save. He rolled an 18. And he is going to... He has to use his action to... Yeah, he has to use his action to make a perception check. Disadvantage. He has no idea where the kid went. He is going to use his action to prepare an attack for anything that comes within melee range. That's an enemy. He's just going to call out, "Where did he go?" Sort of rasping and breathing hard. Thalion.
Thalian's going to start running as he just shouts out, "Listen for Garshadow's roar. Follow Garshadow."
As I hear my allies yelling, I can't speak until my turn. Never mind, I'll wait till my turn.
And as I get there, I'm going to use my Steel Bloom Salve since I am already hurt. That's and use my salves does take an action, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then that's my turn.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty hard. You're running in between burning buildings, and not to mention through this area there are still civilians moving about, and what seems to be people in like these dreamlike things. So you're kind of in your mind, you should be picturing yourself kind of going around these people, and as you sort of make your attacks, they're kind of around you, just to kind of give you that feel of this kind of sucks. Rudy.
So it seems like everyone's going to be giving chase against this little orphan. I will go up to Rovanian and I'll ask him, are you okay? You seem a little sluggish.
He turns to you, and on his turn he'll fix a report.
Well, I'll just do this anyway, regardless. And he and I both our speed increases by 10 feet for both of them.
Awesome. Okay, so he's back up to 30 feet. Okay, so here's a question, Ken. Ken and Chris, if you want to answer. 3 points of exhaustion, his speed is halved. Would the 10 feet from this spell not get halved, or would he only gain 5 feet from it?
I would argue that the 10 feet from this spell would not be halved because this is magic,
I'll go
adding
with it.
to his speed.
Okay,
It
so
doesn't say
30
that like
feet.
his speed doubles. It just says he gets additional 10 feet.
Yeah, it's adding an amount to an existing amount, so I wouldn't have it.
Okay, so he's up, thank God, to 30 feet of movement at least. Leomore. No, Rudy. Keep going.
And I'm good.
Okay.
Ah, boy. So did I see him take off in the direction that he flew?
I'll say he was directly in your line of sight and you were solely focusing on him, so I'll say you saw the direction he zoomed.
Okay.
But he's just, I'll say that you have a general idea of the area he went into, but you don't know his exact location since it's pretty hazy past that 60-foot point where you're at, and you are behind a building now, well out of his line of sight. But you saw the general area where he was here, then you lost him behind this building.
Alright, I think besides general concern, I'll run about 5, 10, 15 here just to go check on Zarak. Because I know he took quite a bit in the start. Figure if we're gonna go after him together.
Okay. You still have your action.
Crap, I do not know what I can do. I honestly don't have that many spells that can be televised. I'll just spend the action just to check on Zarek. Like, are you hurt? You all right?
Okay. Oh, I forgot to move Rovanian, didn't I? Well, I couldn't because he stayed there. I'm
Yeah, I
an
think
idiot.
he made a perception check and couldn't figure out where he went.
Yep, I'm an idiot. Okay. Damn it. 0.
Thank you for your concern, Leomorn, but it seems the demon child has fled from our wrath. Maybe we should help the townsfolk, and I'll step out of this aura that I'm in. And I'll run up to this house and see if I can't find a villager to assist. So I'll use my action to make a perception check to see if there's anybody around me that I can help.
You definitely see that there are people still, like women, sort of tugging at men who are sort of, their heads are kind of lulled on their shoulder as they're holding torches, and they're still sort of moving from building to building along the outskirts.
So
there's
what I
definitely
would like to
people
do is I want to move towards the men holding torches and try to just hit the torches out of their hands.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah.
I'll say
just
go
gonna
ahead.
move to try-
Go ahead right now and give me make a melee attack. I'll say against a torch.
Okay. Let's see. A melee attack with proficiency would be basically the same as an athletics check.
Yep. Okay. 11 is what you needed because the torch has no dexterity modifier to add to its AC. So you karate chop the torch right out of its hand and it falls to the ground. But you still see the man sort of as if he still had it in his hand, like trying to touch the wall, with nothing in his hand at all. And now the closer you get, you hear him murmuring, "Monsters, monsters, burn. Burn monsters," as you see he's sort of like muttering to himself. His eyes are closed.
Oh, sometimes I wish I was an illusionist, but I'm not. Okay, so I'll try to tell the ladies, the townsfolk, that it'll be okay as I try to snap these people out of their trance.
Okay, top of round 4. Ruxpin is gone. Drummond, it is.
Ryan, do you think I'm within 60 feet?
Yes. 20 over, 40 up, I'll say yes.
I'm gonna just chuck a dagger at him at disadvantage.
Okay. A 12 just misses him. As it sort of flies. Any sort of, like, almost pirouettes in the air as the blade sails.
Then I'm gonna go over that way and cunning action.
Okay. Cunning action dash.
Cunning action hide.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check. Okay. You believe you're pretty well hidden.
Okay, that will be my turn.
Valeria.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And I guess Rovanian will have to too because I'm an idiot. Okay, both of you will take. I believe it was just 2d6. Yes, just 2d6. You both take 9 points of poison damage. Or, was it poison or necrotic? Oh, Jesus. Yes, 9 points of poison damage as the flames are sort of leaking up these toxic fumes coming off of your body.
Yeah. Valeria coughs. And she's gonna go 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. Trying to stay out of people's way, but also trying to see if she can find where Berthold went.
So do take into account that when you move toward the houses, you're moving towards civilians.
I'm sorry, what? You cut out.
Take into account that when you move towards the houses and in between them, that there are the town citizens sort of in between the buildings, the ones with the torches lighting stuff on fire, and the ones that are trying to
keep true. Dang it!
From lighting things on fire. So I'll let you rethink your movement unless you want to move.
Fine, let me go 5, 15. I think I was here. She's just gonna go this direction. I'm sorry, Ovanian. 10, 15. Another right here. Alright, I'll start right there.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't do very much damage as a high level spell, but it is a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to move your spiritual weapon? Or keep it there? Or use your bonus action for any?
Yeah, I'll move it. Let's see. 5, 10, 15.
Okay. Okay. Oh man. No, I don't want to do that. Nope. Okay. I need Elise to give me a charisma saving throw. As these whispers begin to emanate within your head, causing a sort of pounding headache. And then everything goes white in your vision, and then your arms fall slack, and you plummet towards the ground, incapacitated. So you are 30 feet up,
Dang. Yep.
so that's 3d6. Take 13 points of falling damage as you just land face first, unconscious on the ground, just not moving. Thalion, to your horror, you watch as she just plummets to the ground, and with a sickening thump on the hard ground, just sort of lands there and isn't moving. Then he's going to go. 20, 25, 30. 60 feet. Okay. Garshadow.
Garshadow's going to continue to follow orders and trail the boy, and as he's running, he's kind of roaring to alert everyone where he's spotting the boy.
Okay, Garshadow's running in and out, roaring very loudly, scaring these sort of women and children that are kind of running about this area, trying to keep people from burning stuff on fire.
He will stop there. That is his turn.
Elise, you are incapacitated. Rovanian is going to cough his way out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, whoa, 30. 30 here, and then he's going to use his action to try to perceive if he can find the boy. Eyes burning with the poisonous flame. He's just not able to look through the smoke. His eyes are just watering as he looks about. He's coughing and he's not in very good shape at all. Thalion.
Thalion is going to kneel down and shake Elise awake.
You shake her awake, and she doesn't respond. Oh no, never mind. At least you are awake. Thalion, you don't have to do that. She took damage on the fall.
Oh, okay.
So let's retcon back to Elise's turn because I'm an idiot. Elise, you are prone on the ground, awaken, your face and jaw hurt, your knee and elbow hurts, and you're on the ground prone. Looking as Thalion's about to turn down and sort of shake you up as you sort of come back into consciousness.
I'm alright. I think I got. So I'm gonna stand up for half my movement. Where did the kid go? Oh, she's gonna ask.
You hear Garshadow roaring somewhere in the distance, but you're not quite sure.
Yeah, as far as she's concerned, she's like, oh god. Oh shoot. There's not a whole lot she can do right now. She has no idea where Garshadow went. So she's gonna still kind of dazed. She's like, well, okay, and she's gonna stay there.
Okay, so you're gonna stay on the ground.
Yeah.
No action for anything.
She's gonna tell Sally and lead the way. And she'll follow him after.
Okay. Thalion, it is your turn now.
Thalion is going to set his glaive down, draw his bow, and attempt to fire at the boy where Garshadow is looking.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's well within your range.
I think that missed.
The 12 does sadly miss. Where did you drop your glaive?
Right beside my feet, right there.
Rudy.
Can I ask the state of these buildings?
Which buildings? The ones you're around? They're all on fire pretty well. I mean, it's only been a little under a minute right now. Since well under a minute actually, and you guys are sorry, I just had a brain fart. I mean, they're up in flames. It looks like it's going to get a lot of. You need a lot of water to sort of put out some of the fires, as it's all thatch and wood that these are made out of. These are frontier homes.
Are they still structurally stable? For now.
Somewhat. I'll say yes. They're still standing. From what you can give me a perception check to give it the once over as an action to sort of give it your best sort of go to see if it's structurally sound. Otherwise, it looks like it's still standing, but it's on fire.
I'll give it a quick once over.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. It's still standing, but you're thinking with as fast as these fires are spreading over the top that you don't know how long exactly the ceilings have before the roof collapses in.
Okay. And I believe I can hear Garshadow coming from over here somewhere, so I'm going to be following.
Okay. Sort of leaping over Elise, who's still sort of on the ground, trying to gather her.
I'll pause for a second, just like, you okay?
Yeah, just fell out of the sky. Yeah. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay.
Don't get left behind.
I'll try not to.
Move or lose it. I'm going to double move.
You used your action for a perception check. Down here.
Right.
Do you have a bonus action that lets you do anything?
No.
Okay. From where you're at, you can definitely see the boy flying in the air. Lay him on.
Let's see. Zerek's trying to help.
You're watching as Zerak is over there trying to shake a man awake as he knocks a torch out of his hand before his head immediately snaps over to the left at the sound of Garshadow's roar.
Oh, bloody hell, that kid's still around.
Oh, you just typed that out. I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's like you were in my brain or something. Yeah, I was gonna type that out for Leo. Thanks, Mark.
Alright, so seeing Zerak snapping, I'm pretty sure I could hear Garshadow roaring.
You can definitely hear him roaring, though you can't see where he's at. What's your passive perception?
I believe it's an 11.
An 11? You can get the immediate idea of the area, but right now, I think he's just beyond your vision a bit. Yeah, beyond the 60, so he's kind of through that veil. You kind of have an idea of the area he's at.
Okay. So he's running, huh? Alright, I will then gain an idea. And I'll move 5, 10, 15. And I'll Leo bring his hands together, starts to forming the energy, and starts to fly up 10 feet in the air, and I'm going to hold a Chaos Bolt. So if I see that kid come in range, I'm going to try to shoot him down.
Okay. Zerak.
Alright, as my head whips around to see Garshadow roaring and chasing after this, what I am assuming is still the boy. I thought he had fled.
You can make out Garshadow's head and the sort of direction he's pointing.
So I'll dash forward to there, assuming I can see the child. I will call out to him that playtime is over. I tried to be nice, and now you will face my true power. Sucks to be you. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, it doesn't suck to be him, apparently. I will end my turn.
It just shoots over him.
It was a ball of lightning, by the way.
As he sort of nimbly sort of moves out of the way. And then you see him begin to sort of move his hands around and start casting the spell. Top of round 5, Drummond.
I think I'm going to try another sleep spell. It's the only thing that I really have that can get him in that range.
Okay. Again, the poof of the powder sort of rains down around him, and it has no effect.
I'm going to hide again.
Valeria, you think you're pretty well hidden.
What was that?
Valeria, it is your turn.
Again.
Oh, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh.
Take 7 points of poison damage.
Oh shoot. Oh no!
What happened?
I gave myself a negative and now I don't know how much HP I had before.
You had, I believe, 15 or 16.
Okay, I'll put 15 and then minus 7. I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself as a action. Let's see.
You can only cast it as a bonus action.
It keeps cutting out. I'm sorry.
Only as a bonus action for Healing Word, unless you're gonna cure wounds yourself.
No, I was just I'm gonna heal myself for like as a bonus action. As an action, I'm going to do something else.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess I should have said it. Yeah, I'm going to 5, 10, 20, 25. Radiant Defense on Rovanian. Get away from me.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever he gets, if he finds the kid.
Okay, we'll give Rovanian the shield for Radiant Defense. And then go ahead and cast your healing spell. Ooh, max heal, give yourself 7 points.
But I lost. Alright. And then I'm going to move right here.
Okay. Does not recharge. Just tell me where he is, and this will all be over.
Perhaps if you come down, we can talk like civilized people.
Civilized people don't murder innocent townsfolk. There's nothing civilized about this boy.
Leomorn, this attack is coming.
Crap.
Nope, I'm going to re-roll that without the advantage. 28.
Oh yeah, that's a definite hit.
You take 29 points of necrotic damage.
Holy crap! Ow?
And then he sort of pulls down his eyelid and then sticks out his tongue. And then he flies off.
And he wasn't quite in range with the Chaos Bolt, was he?
Give me a... You took a lot of damage. I'm gonna say give me a concentration check. Is that right, Ken? If you're holding a spell and somebody hits you with an attack, do you have to make a concentration check to keep holding it?
Only if the spell is concentration.
Okay. What's your Chaos Bolt range, William?
120 feet.
Oh, you mean as a prepared action? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, as a prepared action.
Yeah, if you have a prepared action, you have it does fall under the concentration rules. You have if you
give me a Constitution check. What is that? Is that a DC 19?
It's 10 or half the damage, whichever's higher.
So what? 14. DC 14.
And it's at disadvantage.
Well, half of it would be 28, which is 14. Do you have disadvantage on saves? I think that's only a level 3 one. What does your exhaustion level say on your core sheet?
It's at 2 points of exhaustion.
And what does it say next to it?
Disadvantage on ability checks and speed is half.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and make a Constitution. Constitution, is it a saving throw or a check? I can't remember. Constitution saving throw at normal.
Alright. Damn!
Okay, so you lose concentration, and your Chaos Bolt spell at whatever level you were preparing to fire it at is gone.
That little brat!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, it is Garshadow's turn. He definitely lost vision of him in the darkness, so you'll have to give me a perception check to try to sniff him out, see where he's at.
He has retreated.
Don't be too certain.
Maybe he's just moving to the next village to burn.
Is he using his sight?
He's trying to. Well, probably can't really sniff him out if he's in the air, can he?
You had a smell of him. I mean, when you guys first entered. Go ahead and roll again just to see if you crit. Okay, but with the 22, I'll just show him. With a 22, you know that he's... No, nobody else can see him, but Garshadow knows with the scent that he's over in this area.
He moves just one square over since that would be his total movement there.
Okay, he can definitely smell something moving about at the tops of the big fruit trees over on the north side of the village, though he can't, he sort of has cover, but he has an idea of the area he's in.
Okay.
Elise, you are still prone on the ground, trying to collect your thoughts.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna stand up for half my movement.
Okay.
Again. And just so I saw Thalion go up there, so I said I was gonna follow him. Yep. That is all my movement.
So you used half your movement to stand up.
Oh,
So that would have been
I was right there.
action to dash.
That's been 15. My bad.
Yeah, so 15 would have brought you to Rudy.
Yeah.
And then any more movement would have been a dash action.
No, I totally forgot about the half movement. Okay, so she's gonna stay there, and she doesn't see the boy there. So she's going to assume he moved somewhere else, and she's going to. So she moved. She's going to heal herself, and that's going to be her turn.
Okay.
Use one of these elixirs.
Ravanian, 5, 10, 15, 20 to Zirak. I need to look at his.
I cannot see him. He's disappeared into the darkness.
He's going to drink a potion of healing as his action. Oh, good. Alright, that's up. And he'll 10 more feet. If anything comes close, I'll hit it. And he sort of nods at you and kind of looks in this general area warily around Zirak as the boy seems to have taken more of an interest in Zirak, probably because of the words exchanged in between the two. That's going to be the end of his turn. Valiant.
Valiant's gonna reach down to grab the glaive, and I'm gonna.
So you're going to drop your bow on the ground?
What I'm going to do is take the time to strap it to my back, and then take the bow and move towards. I'm gonna use my action to secure the glaive on my back, basically.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take the bow and go towards where I saw Garshadow.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
So Rudy is just going to keep following Garshadow. And she double moved to up to Garshadow.
Okay. You see the general area Garshadow's looking, but towards that area with as much dim light and then through the cover of the trees, you're not able to spot where the little dude is at.
Would I be able to climb the tree?
Yeah, I'll say on your next turn you can climb a tree.
I've got a little bit more movement. I'll do it next turn.
Because you'll climb at half your speed, unless you have something that helps you climb at full speed.
No, I'm an athlete. Climbing doesn't cost me extra movement.
Okay, right on. There you go.
So I'll just say I'm about 10 feet up right now.
Okay. Leomorn, you just got hit hard.
Little bastard.
Your head is killing you, as it was mostly mental psychic damage that sort of like sent a shockwave through your brain, giving you almost the beginnings of a migraine.
Oh boy. I think I'm trying to find a good spot. There you go. 5, 10, 15 over for a bit of cover and tug out the last healing potion I got from way back when, and I'm just gonna down it. It doesn't have the +2 either because I took a sample of it earlier.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's the last one I got.
Not too bad. 6 points of healing.
Just like I gotta make more of these, and I'm just gonna down it, just like a shot. Come on.
Zirak.
Alright, so seeing that everybody is still kind of chasing into the dark, I'll go ahead and follow suit.
Isn't he just the most annoying fucking kid?
He is, but I have this suspicion he's not just a kid. But if I get there, I'm still kind of behind the wall, so that's my movement, and I don't think I can see anything. Yeah, even if I were to peek around, he would be in the trees, so I don't really see him yet, so I'll look around, seeing Rudy up in the tree and Garshadow growling at the woods.
Yeah, you're watching Garshadow sniff, and he's looking at this angle, going this way, as he's sort of sniffing and growling very menacingly in this general area.
Okay, that does give me an idea then. Oh wait, I have to have line of sight. Never mind. I will... You know what? Why the hell not? I'm gonna... Now I probably see him there in the edge of the light and the shadows behind that tree.
Yeah, you see him sort of floating up behind the tree, and as you find him, he looks down and he just smiles. Like,
and I'll look up at him and I'll just say, "Why are you fleeing? You wish to find the traveler. Come down and we'll talk about it."
He'll just look at you and cock his head and say, "We're playing a game."
Games are meant to be fun, little boy. This isn't fun.
Is there anything you can do with the bonus action?
No.
Drummond.
So I'm going to be using my action to sheathe my rapier and pull out my hand crossbow. Meanwhile, I'm going to be walking to the well and I'm going to go sit on. Cunning action dash. So I'm just going to sit in the middle of town, sitting on this well, loading my hand crossbow. Wait.
Okay. Valerian.
She's gonna go 5, 10. And I'm gonna do something kind of like...
I need a
like
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Alright. The damage.
Take 6 points of poison damage as the flames are still sort of squirting off, or just coming off of your body in plumes, leaving this noxious gas in its wake. Where you walk and tread, you watch as any grass or flowers in that area has since lost all their vibrancy and are just withering and browning and drying and dying.
Yeah. Okay. This isn't going to affect anything, but just for roleplay sakes, I'm going to take out one of my holy waters and I'm just going to douse myself in it.
Roll a D1.
100?
D100. Okay. You smash it on your body and you close your eyes and then you open it, but the flames are still there.
Okay. My spiritual weapon, like 20 feet right there. I hope you guys can do something, because I'm being kind of useless here. That's all I do. Tried everything. It's not working.
I had to take Missed guiding bolt out of the fight there. Zirak, he's just gonna say, just tell me where my brother is. I'll let you live. Tag, you're it. And you see as he begins to form a spell in his hand.
Okay, I'm ready to try and counter that if it launches, but he doesn't know that.
Holds out a hand, and he misses. As you sort of duck behind the tree really quick, and it smashes against the ground, and you watch as this greenish sort of huge smoke begins to spread along the ground, and everything within it immediately begins to die and shrivel. And then he's gonna give a pouty face, then he's gonna fly away. To there. That's the end of his turn. Yeah, you definitely saw it, and you're definitely smart enough to be like, whoop, I'm hiding behind this tree. But since that was a critical fail, anybody that attacks him has it. Arsha.
Arsha sees him fly out of the tree. It's just gonna take off.
Okay. Elise. Stuck behind the burning building, you just watch as everybody ran north.
That's exactly where she's gonna follow in pursuit. And then she's going to double move.
Are you staying on the ground?
Yeah,
Okay.
she is. 60. Alright, so that's her her double move and everything.
Okay. I'm going to say now Rovanian can see him flying over the buildings. He is going to thrust his greatsword into the ground, just dropping it. Then he's going to pull out his bow, knock an arrow, and he's going to sort of limp. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But the poor bastard is super tired, so he's going to launch an arrow at disadvantage. Hitting with a 22. It sort of sticks into the kid's shoulder, but he immediately pulls it out, not doing as much damage as he...
Didn't you say disadvantage, so it'd be 17?
Yes, the 17 hits him. Italian.
He gets there and is going to pull out that healing drought and take a sip as he continues to follow Narshadow's trail.
Okay, this is a good one. 5 points of healing. That's your movement and action, correct?
Correct.
Rudy.
So am I able to see him?
Currently under the canopy of the tree, you're not, but you get the idea as Stallion is running by you, and you also saw Garshadow take off in that same area that perhaps he has moved. You hold shift, Drummond.
So I'm going to. I want to go over here. I'm going to leap over onto this building since I assume I'm about roof level. Mark?
Say that again?
Am I about the same height as the roof of these buildings?
The roofs, yeah. I'm gonna say you're about the same height. 10 feet up.
Alright, I'm going to leap across onto this roof. I'm going to come over here. Leap over onto this building. And I'm going to double move. And I believe I will end up right there.
Oh boy, you're gonna end your turn on top of the burning.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna take some fire damage. You'll take 11 points of fire damage. As the flames are licking up around you, and you're sort of using your hands and your forearms to sort of ward your face from the...
Okay.
Leomorn.
Alright, seeing Ravanian, do I see, like, the direction that he's firing?
Yes, you can see the direction that he fired the arrow. Over this direction here. Oh. You saw him knock an arrow and shoot it over here, but you're currently... You can see him because he's 40 feet up in the air now as you sort of follow the trajectory.
Alright, I'll grit my teeth, dig deep down, float up again about 10 feet, and have the electricity surge around as I aim the gloved hand out, and...
He's going to counterspell you.
Oh, you son of a...
He's going to stick his tongue out again.
I swear, Charlie, get down here! I am going to beat you with a wooden spoon till it's broken!
You still have movement?
I'm gonna go 5. Actually, no, hold on. 5, 10. No, I don't want to do that. No, 5, 10. Oh, right there, and just drop down to get cover.
Okay. 0.
I'm not seeing him anymore, and not really hearing him. I will. I guess I say I think he's gone, everyone. I don't.
Repeats the charge and roar.
You definitely saw Rudy leap from the tree onto the roofs and start making her way east. You watched as Garshadow bolted in that direction, and then as Thalion sort of ran, stopped to catch his breath, drink a potion, throw it on the ground, and then now is beginning to sort of continue his movement. And I'll say you heard a high-pitched, childlike voice scream out or yell out an utterance of what you believe is his counter cut.
Okay, well then moving out from behind the tree and looking up, I can see him at the edge of the firelight there. Enough to target him, and since he seems to be running, I guess I'll go ahead and... I'll use lightning again, and I will launch a chromatic orb at him. Wow.
Oh my god.
I've rolled a 1 and a 2 tonight.
So flitting in a very Peter Panish, like you just want to beat the shit out of this kid even more. Almost like he's rubbing it in your face as he sort of looks at you and then does like a barrel roll around your spell and lands again. Man, this kid's fucking infuriating.
Yeah.
Drummond. Wait! Ken, I would like you.
Okay, I'm waiting.
I would like you to re-roll that with advantage because of his critical fail. Which is why he has the wrench on him.
He did fail because he tried to attack me, and okay. I will re-roll.
Because I should have remembered. A 22 will hit.
Finally! I actually pulled it off. This is just a first level. It's lightning damage. So he takes 11 lightning damage as I smack him in the back with a chromatic orb while he's up in the sky.
You watch his body tense a bit as he hits, and then he sort of looks over at you, and then he gets that angry sort of poutish face going.
And I yell, "Come back here! Stop running!"
Valeria, I need a Constitution saving throw.
I'd be okay with just like passing out.
Okay.
Fine.
4 points of poison damage. Oh man, you're on the brink over here.
I am. No, I'm not healing. I'm just gonna let the inevitable happen. That's okay. Instead, sure. Just gonna move my spiritual weapon 5, 10, 15, 20. Right, like kind of adjacent to Droman.
Okay.
Droman, I might need you to get that potion ready for me. I might go down soon, and that's it.
Okay. Does not recharge. Okay, he's going to attack at Garshadow. Oh, damn. Thank God that was against Garshadow.
Holy shit.
He has a +10.
I have a +8. He's not that much better than me. He just rolls a hell of a lot better.
Okay, let's see. This spell is 2d8. I need a constant. No, never mind. So 16 plus 6, 28. No, 28. Jesus, Mark, do some math. 22 points of poison damage against Gar Shadow. And I'm going to say that since he's knocked unconscious, he's poisoned until the end of the kid's next round, so his death saving throw will be at disadvantage, I believe. $60 feet to there. Well, death saves are saving throws. And if you're poisoned, you have disadvantage on saving throws. Unless I'm just misunderstanding it, and death saves are always normal. Chris, do me a favor. Can you look it up on Sage Advice and see if they say anything about it? We have time. And then at the end of his turn, he's just going to see Valeria kind of dying. And he says, "Tell me where the Wanderer is, and I'll let you live." Oh, it's Gar Shadow's turn right after.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Okay, I don't know where he went.
Go ahead and give me a death save for Gar Shadow. Just roll twice, and right now we'll take the lower. And then if you roll a 20 and he's up, then we'll retcon his turn while Chris is looking it up. Oh, so close. Okay, 17 is a success. Elise. And what did you say, Valeria?
Don't know where he went.
Elise, it is your turn.
Oh shit, still can't see him. 10, 20, 25, 30.
This is the worst fucking merry-go-round ever. As a player, I would be fuming.
Yeah, I'm like one of the fastest people,
Okay,
and I still can't catch.
I have a gimp for a leg right now.
I can catch up to him. I just can't aim. He's out of my range. I'm out of. I've got one knife left, and that's my lucky one.
So I'm gonna land next to Zarek and be like, "Did the kid run again?" She's
And at least you can hear the giggling from the other side, and just the kitty laughter as he's getting chased by people.
She's
and he's
gonna
having
like
a lot of
put her fingers, on the temple thing. Like, this is so annoying. Like, this is why I don't ever want kids. And well, yeah, she double moved, and that's
okay.
That's it.
Rovanian grits his teeth. I fucking hate kids. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Me too.
He can definitely see him and he's definitely within range of his longbow. He can't recklessly attack with a longbow, can he? And attacking with a longbow wouldn't help his rage, I believe.
Unless he throws the longbow.
Yeah, so never mind. That's not going to work for him.
I can just picture him just grabbing the arrows instead and just chucking them at the kid like they're spears.
Attack at disadvantage. Very bad. He actually, this one, his grip is so weak that as soon as he pulls it back, it just slips out of his finger. And Rudy, you watch as an arrow sticks like a foot in front of your face in the wall. Or not Rudy, Leomord.
Yay! Rovania! Not me!
We're gonna give Rovania the
What
ring.
did I do?
Okay. Sally.
Dalian is going to double move to Garsha though as he prepares to wake him.
Garsha is poisoned, correct?
He is poisoned.
Okay. Death saving throw is indeed a saving throw. If all saves are affected by a thing, death saving throws are affected.
Okay.
That was Dalian's turn though to double move.
Okay. Party chased a kid. Fucking want to kill that kid. Rudy. The heat is incredible. Using this to sort of make a shortcut now, you realize that this fire is sort of taking a toll on your body.
Alright, I'm going to use my trump card and I'm going to draw Storm Song. That will use its Bolt of Lightning attack.
Okay.
Arc, a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. I thought it was saves. My fault.
So, Mark, this says there's an attack, but it's also a save. How does that work?
That's a
Can you
typo
post it or
by me.
something?
This should just be as a DC save for a lightning bolt. But I believe the damage is a little less than a lightning bolt. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Lightning bolt. I know I have.
Yeah, I think I just fucked that up. It's supposed to be a ranged sort of make a save. So he'll try to do a dex. You watch again as his necklace floats off of his chest as you point the sword at him, and then it turns to you as a bright flash of light shoots out. And I think he fails with a 12. So go ahead and roll 4d6. What's your spell casting DC for this with your intelligence mod?
Intelligence plus proficiency would be a... Let's see, 8. I believe it would be 12.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, it's 8 plus my intelligence, which is 1, plus proficiency, which is plus 3.
Oh shit. So he just saves, so he'll take half damage. Okay, so he'll take 5 points of lightning as you get the back of his leg as he's flying. And I'll change that to reword it. So, sorry.
I then am going to drop down and bonus action healing word myself.
Okay. Leomord.
This kid is gonna drive me insane.
Go ahead and reroll your 1, Rudy.
Let's see.
Or your
Both
two.
of them.
Yeah, go ahead and reroll your 2 1s. Go ahead and roll 3d4. As they're all.
I'll just click.
Well, let's see. If I go that way, so I'm going to instead 5, 10, 15. See if I can't cut him off and wait till I could see him again.
Okay. Zirak.
Yeah, once again, he has escaped our grasp.
You're just
far as I
grinding
can
your
tell.
teeth over there, aren't you?
Yeah, I think that I just say to everybody, I think we need to help these people more than capture this guy. These townsfolk need help putting out their fires, and he's just distracting us from that task. So I'm gonna run back into the village and help the people again. So I'll go to this house and start trying to help people.
Okay. Round 8. Draw.
I think I'm gonna just use the wings, and next time I
Okay.
see him, I'll give chase.
You instantly hover 15 feet up as they activate. Valeria, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Again, he's saying, "Tell me where he is." What do you
Don't
say
know
to
where
that?
he went. He just left. I said, I don't know where he went. All he did was leave the church, and that was it. He just left it and said he was looking for someone, and that's it. And then,
You take 6 points of
And I'm
poison
down.
damage.
I wanted to go down, and I don't want to be part of this anymore.
Smoke dissipates. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Can an unconscious person make a wisdom saving throw? Or no?
I think an unconscious person fails all saves.
Okay. He's going to look into Valeria's mind. In a strange, Harry Potter-ish kind of way, Valeria, even in your bleeding out unconscious state as you're sort of fluctuating, in between consciousness, having trouble breathing as your eyes are watering, memories are beginning to flash into your mind like a, what do you call it? Like a slideshow.
Unconsciousness fails dex and strength.
Strength and dex. She can still make a wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw.
I looked it
A
up.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I was gonna let Mark run with his role play and not
Curious.
just whisper to him. But yeah, since you guys butt in, I guess I should say something.
Oh, so what was it again? Sorry.
Wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay, so you succeed. He's just gonna. He's gonna stay right there. Gar Shadow, give me a death saving
You
throw.
can
Normal.
fail on purpose.
Yeah, if you wanted to fail, you could have failed.
Can you? Is
You
that
can
an
choose-
actual
You
rule?
can choose to fail.
Yeah, you can always choose to fail.
I thought
Okay,
you
fine,
also
then I refuse.
you couldn't.
It's too late.
Chris, you should know this. You can always open yourself up to darkness.
Gar Shadow, death save. Okay, one success, one failure. Elise. Elise, are you just going to double move?
Yeah.
Where are you going to double move? Double move really quick so I know what you want to do.
She's gonna double move right over here. What's that?
Okay.
And now she's gonna freak out because sees Valeria on the ground. Or at least she's getting worried. That's all she's gonna do for now.
Okay. He's going to counterspell your healing word.
Oh, what a dick move! Counterspell has to be within range, right? Though I think it has to be. What's the range on?
Oh, he's not within 60 feet. He's.
Yeah, I think you have to be within.
Oh, he's
60
he's within 60 feet.
Oh, he is just in range. Oh man!
Counterspell.
Oh,
Valeria didn't tell him what he
She
wanted,
didn't
so
cast-
he's just
she
Nana
didn't-
Nana Boo Boo.
at least didn't cast any spells though.
You said you were going to heal Valeria.
No, she said she's gonna see Valeria on the ground and start to get worried. She didn't do anything yet.
Okay, no.
Because she doesn't know the state of Valeria. That's why I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I didn't cast anything.
I thought you said you were going to heal her.
No, I think she's just in perpetual shock that Valeria's down.
Okay. Rovanian is just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can't see him behind the building. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now he can kind of see over this at the 40-foot height that the boy is at and kind of get an idea.
Dahlia is going to heal Guard Shadow.
Ooh, out of range. Yep.
I'm actually doing it at the second level. So it's
You can real roll that 1 if you want. And then add another D8. Okay. So that is 11 plus 1, so 12 total points of healing to Gar Shadow, who is now back to consciousness but in a serious amount of pain.
That's my turn as I go to get a better view of things.
Rudy.
So I can't catch him, so I'm gonna take Xerox's advice and I'm gonna see about aiding these civilians.
Okay. We'll say that you start helping everyone around that's still sort of moving about, grabbing a bucket, trying to throw water on the fire to help. Just, we'll say you role play that out. You're doing everything you can to try to help these people, trying to take this kid down as a lost cause.
Yes.
You can move anywhere you want, unless you just want to stay in that general area.
I'll be next to the well.
Okay, so grabbing water and forming a bucket brigade, I'll say.
Crap. I'm trying to think what I can use for this kid. I know what I want to do, but I have a feeling it's not going to work. 5, 10. And... Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try another Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
This fly up 10 feet, electricity forming, and. Oh, please work.
He is not going to counterspell you, so that hits.
Sweet. And just because he's pissed me off so much, I'm going to cast it at a level 3.
You still had one of those left? You dirty dog. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, there he is.
2d8 plus 3d6, right?
I believe so.
Yep. Okay, go ahead, cast it at level 3, and we'll add up the damage and see what it is. Ooh,
What?
Fuck.
shitty. I can't believe that.
How do you look?
Force damage or thunder damage?
Thunder. Let's make him deaf.
He
Wouldn't it
is not resistant to that, so he's going to take 18 points.
It'd be acid or cold.
It's 4 or 8. So force or thunder. It's not the d6, but the d8s.
Oh, okay.
You should know. You played a storm sorcerer.
Oh, I played a shadow sorcerer.
Oh, that's right. But
And
you
I had
took
this
the Chaos Bolt spell. So that's 18. He is very angry now, Leomorn. Like, very angry. Zirak.
Alright, so I am like going back and forth between trying to help the villagers and make this guy stop fighting us. I do see Valeria over there. I assume she has line of sight to him. So I'm going to run over to her and see what she sees.
As soon as you get to there, you can see him.
Ah, there you are. Playing Ring Around the Rosie, are you?
Found me, he says as he kind of smiles.
Well, I yell tag and throw another chromatic orb at him.
Okay.
Wait, one quick second. Yeah, okay. This is my last first level spell, so awesome. Hopefully I don't screw it up.
Okay, the 19 hits.
Alright, I will do lightning again. For 15 lightning damage.
Yep, thunder and lightning right there.
He stiffens
call
up
me.
again.
Thor.
That's it. I'm done playing with you.
I only have a second and a third level spell left.
Drummond.
Alright, we're gonna try and hit him with a hand cross. It's time for a dogfight. Yeah.
22 hits.
And cunning action dead. And right there.
Take him out, my lady. Once and for all. End his childish game.
Valeria gave me a death saving throw. Disadvantage due to your exhaustion.
I've been down.
I would have healed her. Okay.
Okay, so that's a failure.
Next time around, man. Next time around.
When I said that I went to Valeria because she was seeing where he was, Maybe you should have said my eyes are closed. I didn't see. Sorry, I was zoomed out.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I didn't see that you were at 0 hit points because your icon was very, very tiny. So I apologize for not zooming in on the map. So
He is going to look into Valeria's mind. Valeria, if you want, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw, unless the spell
I'm
specifically
making it
says
really
you
hard for him.
can choose
Okay, so
to
you
say.
wanted to save? Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
God damn it!
He could use it. He could use an action and double move.
He has a 60-foot fly speed.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I heard you count to 30 twice. I'm like, what?
Mark, I have a quick thought though. Fly is a concentration spell unless he's using some
It's not
kind
a
of
spell
item.
cast on him.
Okay, that's what I was curious about. If he was not making these con saves from all the damage he's taking.
Yep, he doesn't need to. It's an innate thing that this being has. Okay, Garshadow.
Garshell gets up and will kind of limp behind Thalion towards the center square. And that is Garshell's turn.
Elise.
Alright. Alright. So I'm going to move. I'm going to move 30 feet up here next to Valeria. And can I use Cure Wounds on her?
Yes.
And that's
I'm going
what
to counter
she's
spell
gonna
it. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead and
Damn
cast
it. Well, as far as he can see, I'm just touching
He's a
her.
spell sniper, and it's like 300 feet of range.
It only works on attack spells.
I know. Go ahead and give me a cure wound.
Next, you'll say the kid has a jar of Girardi.
I'm going to cast that at a 3rd level. Hopefully.
And finds a raggedy end on one of the burning buildings.
Pretty good. Give yourself 18 points of healing, Valerian, as you come back to consciousness.
Okay, so I use my movement, I use my action.
Okay. Rovanian, however. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He's already sworn off kids for life now.
Not so fast, you little piece of shit. As he knocks another arrow, shooting at disadvantage, missing with a 13. Thalion.
Where'd he go? And since everyone kind of just standing there still, I will double move as I'm looking around for the kid.
Rude.
Oh,
Just
maybe
still helping the people?
Yes.
Okay. Leomorn.
Okay, so I definitely saw the direction he went, right?
You did see the direction he went.
How far-
Although you cannot see anything at the moment. He sort of definitely disappeared into the darkness, beyond the reach of even the glowing fires.
I'll kind of point towards in the direction as Stallion runs by. I think I saw him off that way. And as for the buildings, probably just as a weird idea, can I actually use my Ray of Frost to try to put out some of the fire?
I'll say yeah. You can definitely try.
Alright, so I'll position 5, 10, 15 right here, and hold it my gloved hand just, well, I've done crazier so far, and hold my hand out and see if I could just get, like, a fireman try to, like, focus on the flames to bring them down.
Okay, go ahead, cast Ray of Frost, and then roll out the damage.
Wait till that snot-nosed brat gets back. Really? I get a critical on that?
You got a critical during the fight, man. You fucked him up with one spell.
I wanted to do 2 spells, but nah, it's alright.
Wow, that's like...
Don't do that!
We'll do 16 plus 12 for 28. Which building are you targeting?
I'm probably going to target the biggest building on my left. So.
Okay, we'll say that you sort of shoot out your Ray of Frost, and you watch as the frost begins to cover the thatched roof, extinguishing the flames that are growing. However, you're not able to get this one here. And you watch as the ice now begins to sort of melt back from the fire burning, as it's still sort of catching on, but there's resistance from the frost. Zirak.
Alright, seeing that Valeria is conscious, as I kind of say I'm sorry for not recognizing that she was dying a moment ago, I nod to Elise for taking care of her, and I'm going to follow Drummond off into the edge of town. I still don't see anyone. Hold on, I'm zooming the map in. And yeah, I don't think I see anyone. I think he's off in the darkness. So I will curse at him, calling him a slew of names that even dryads would blush to hear, and I will take the dodge action.
Okay. Drummond.
Cunning action dash. Am I able to see him from here?
Yes, he is definitely within your dim light vision, even at his height in the darkness.
Another hand crossbow.
Okay. .24 will hit.
And I will stay there.
Okay. Valeria.
Okay, I'm back. She's gonna get up for half her movement. Take off the thing right there. And she's gonna go. Oh, where's everybody at?
You watch, you see Zirak near the edge of town, and as you sat up, you watched as Droman sort of disappeared into the darkness. You have no idea where Rovanion is.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else is sort of around you.
I'm going to, I guess, follow where Rack. Go 5, 10, 15. Move. My spiritual weapon is 5, 10, 15. Alright, that's it. Zirak, what's going on?
I don't see where he went. If anybody knows where he is, I still have some words to share with him.
Okay. The orphan is going to look at Drummond. He's going to hold out his hand. And he's going to spend his last level 4 spell slot. He is going to cast Blight.
Alright, and that's gonna hit. I'm going to, what is it? Hellish Rebuke.
Con save.
Make a con save, and then if you're still alive, I will let you use your reaction to Hellish Rebuke. Okay, so you take 29 points.
Well, that's me down.
Okay, and your wings sort of flutter a little bit as you go unconscious, and then as you go unconscious, they begin to sputter, and then you fall to the ground, kind of like a leaf, as the wings are sort of keeping you aloft, and then you land down. And then he is going to go at an angle 60 feet up into the tall trees. 60, definitely out of... Well, he's pretty much in full cover at the moment. Gar Shadow?
Gar Shadow is gonna try and sniff him out.
Okay. Drummond, go ahead and roll your Hellish Rebuke. Because it's in response to damage taken, so it's like a last-ditch effort. And I'll have him make a death saving throw. Hellish Rebuke, is it a spell? Is it a spell?
Yeah, it's part of my race.
Okay, so it's still a spell effect?
I think it's it's a spell because his race automatically gets that
It's a
spell.
magical effect, but it wouldn't be like he's casting a spell.
That's a tough one, too. See, a lot of things that are coming up that we've never had to deal with, so this is...
1 second.
I need to know, because if the racial ability is still considered a spell effect, then there's something he can do.
You know, the Thaumaturgy cantrip, when you reach 3rd level, you can cast Hellish Rebuke as a 2nd level spell once this trait and regain the ability. So it is a spell.
So the red light on his medallion glows and flashes. $22.
Whole 4 points of damage.
That would have been pretty awesome if he could have reflected that back at you. If he would have crit that. Okay. Car Shadow. Go ahead, Doug.
Oh, I already rolled for him trying to sniff him out. It was like a 15 and an 18.
Okay, I will say stuck here in the circle of smoke and fire. You definitely didn't get a smell of where he is or where he went.
Okay.
Elise.
She didn't say where he went, so she's kind of at a loss. Yeah, she's just gonna be like, anybody got sight on the kid thing? They know where he went? Which way?
Okay. Rovanian can see Droman fall to the ground, unmoving. 5, not moving, unmoving, Jesus Mark. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. He's going to pull out his drops of healing, and he is going to pour it in Droman. Droman, you get 5 points of healing, and you're back to consciousness as Rovanian is sort of cradling your head a bit. Then you watch him sort of pull back the small vial which was made by Leomorn. I can't see him. He went higher up into the trees. I think he's gone. Thalion.
So I double move there. I'm looking around. Still no idea where he's at, but I'm just looking around with the bone ready.
Okay. Rudy is still moving around, trying to help put out fires, doing everything she can to try to take the torches out of people's hands still. Leomorn? Still casting Ray of Frost?
Yeah, this is not going to do the building, like, right next to it with just, like, the one pillar of fire.
Okay, so you're just trying to put out fires, casting your Ray of Frost, trying to quench the flames. Zira?
I'm next to a burning house, so I'm going to try and assist some of the people here as well,
Okay.
trying to stop the men from lighting the house on fire and such.
Top of round 11. You watch as the men with the torches sort of open their eyes and stagger, look in their hands, look around, and drop what's in their hands and sort of look around like they don't know what's happening. And like their wives sort of grabbing their faces and like holding their hands, seeing now that they're finally awake. And now they all begin to move about and try their best to fix what damage they unknowingly did. Whatever hold they had, or whatever hold was on them, has been broken. Are you guys going to try to pursue further into the forest?
No, not me.
No, I'm
Nope.
not interested in chasing him into the dark.
No, this is the people first, with a mouse.
We are out of initiative.
I would turn to Valeria and walk towards her as I see these people coming to their senses and say, he kept repeating as if we knew where his brother was, this traveler. I haven't seen him or heard about him since we first encountered him. Do you know anything differently than that?
No, when he left, before he left the Kurt, he was looking for a woman. He'd been looking around. He forgot his memories, but he knew that he needed to find someone. And he thought I was that woman for a while until he realized it wasn't me. And then when everybody was, decided to leave really early. I don't know where he went. He just left the church, and that was the last I saw.
So why would this boy think that we know where he is? Or this being, I should say, since he's obviously not a child.
If you remember, when you first went into the house with the boy and you asked him what happened to his village, he told you about a wandering man that came in, and you said, one of you remembered and said it couldn't possibly be him, as he was describing a man with armor and a big sword that has a scar and a bandage across one eye. And you guys are like, was that him? Which piqued his interest, and then he really started pestering you guys about, hey, you saw him? Where was he? And you guys never gave him a straight answer. And so this fight, he was trying to get it out of you.
Okay, so that's kind of what I had assumed, that he just thought we knew. But yeah, we don't know where he is. I fear that this creature, this being that in the guise of the boy, will go from village to village, causing this kind of carnage until he finds the man.
Luckily, all the other villages in this place are abandoned. Thanks.
Maybe we should have sent him to the area with those creatures and have them deal with each other.
Maybe we should find the man first, before he does, and try to find out why this boy is searching for him.
He said that he was his brother. That he was his, but he's a kid himself. So I don't.
It was strange.
This grown man.
He said that he needed to teach his little brother a lesson.
Yeah.
He was speaking about a grown man.
He did say a couple of things that hinted that he might be almost as old as like when we met Niatu and those other beings. I don't think he was actually a little boy. I think that was an illusion.
No, I don't think so either, because he said he was much, much older.
Well, there is magic, Valian, that can make one appear like something else. And he is obviously well versed in the magical arts. He could have just been a wizard, portraying whatever it is he wanted to.
Well, you know, is he something bad?
Certain mannerisms in his speech were very similar to when we dealt with Niatu, when we dealt with Eucerius. I don't think he was just a simple wizard. If anything, he was similar to when he faced that thing that tricked you.
I rub my hands together and kind of think in my own head, I can't wait to have so much power that I can pull off being a god also. But after wringing my hands, I say, well, let's get to work helping these townfolk put out the fires of their village and see how many people need help. That's what I think we need to do.
You guys are probably hearing Leo yelling somewhere out there. Just, little help over here! Some water would be very nice!
What you can imagine as you sort of fight these fires is you guys are kind of fighting a losing battle, as these homes weren't initially built to sort of withstand it, as it's a very young upstart village. Not a lot of stone. Most of the stone used for the foundation, but there's a lot of wood thatching all over the place here. And try as you must, a lot of these homes are just going down. And it's a hard thing to do. Because in sort of a way, it feels like he still kind of won, which irks you even more, Zirak.
Yeah, even watching Leomorn try to ray of frost a few of the fires, and knowing that, I mean, I have my frostbite druid spell that I can try and cast too, but we're not gonna get ahead of it. The fires are just gonna burn too rapidly, and too out of control. There's too much kindling, as it were. So I would just be focusing on getting the people to a safe distance and telling them that they're going to need to rebuild. And hopefully not too many folks died in the carnage.
Okay. Through the night, you guys try to get everybody back safely. Some houses were saved, others are just sort of collapsing in on themselves as this village has seemingly been destroyed. Like a sorry sort of watch has kind of been put up for people to rest. They allow you all to rest as they explain that you were fighting this terrible demon that took the form of a child. And they are grateful because most of them made it out with their lives, though once morning does come, you see that there are charred bodies, some rent almost in two by what seems to be very large claws. It was a tough day for these frontiersmen, as tough as they are, and now they're sort of left wondering what they're going to do now. Their possessions are gone, their village is gone, but they still have their lives.
And destruction always follows us. Into it.
That is the fate of all who wish to challenge the gods. And that's Rovanian as he sort of looks to you.
Listen carefully, Chris.
But
Roger did say that to be meant to have chaos around us. We're the ones to quell it, so we will be in the midst of it almost all the time.
That wasn't no god either. That was just one spoiled brat that needs to be taught a lesson.
I've never seen a spoiled brat do that much damage, especially to a group such as this. One child doing all of this, almost killing Valyria.
That was not a child.
Perhaps a little hubris, Leomorn. We can learn from this. And you watch as he continues to sort of polish his blade. And he begins to sharpen it.
Right. What was that saying? Feeling sorry for yourself in your present condition is not only a waste of energy, but the worst habit you could possibly have.
I feel like I need more time in my books because I didn't fare very well against his magic.
And it was a strange magic, Zirak. There's some effects and energies that you do remember studying and reading about, though there were some that were just, to even your learned mind, somewhat out of this world. Especially when the sort of rip in the fabric of reality sort of appeared in town and sucked everybody in. It's quite strange.
Oh yeah, it was new magic, for sure. And he seemed to have a command over it that was almost at will, which was unusual to me.
Hopefully, this necromancer that we're tracking is nowhere near what that boy was.
I'll probably just mutter to myself. Kessa, I don't know where you are. I'm pretty sure you're watching. We could really use some luck right now.
This boy commanded a beast, and yes, performed some magic that not even I have seen or learned about. But we know this necromancer plays with life itself, makes new creatures, some unexplainable. If experience has taught me anything, I'd say the road ahead will be a far more tougher trial than what we face today.
Then maybe we should start coordinating better together. Finding ways to combo off of each other's moves.
Always have a time where we could train together.
But as long as we're out here, we might not have that.
There are times before our rest where we could possibly speak more with each other. Discuss methods.
And I guess that means too I'll have to make more of those drops, wouldn't I?
Did come in handy with a lot of us.
Well, like I said, just need the space and the time.
You watch as the people sort of start getting together, taking what implements they have on them. A lot of them bearing woodsman's axes, shovels, rakes, hoes. Really nothing but the clothes on their back. They come up and they say thank you. And they said that they're going to try to go down the road and see if they can make their way back across the lake somehow. Because there's nothing left for them here.
We do apologize, but I do think that is a smart idea. Definitely wait for the ferrymen to come back across.
There's no need to apologize. If you hadn't shown up, we'd probably all be dead. Sure, we lost our home, but we still have each other. The women come give you hugs, the men come shake your hands. The children, somewhat intimidated, a little bit still, kind of keep their distance, but kind of nod and hide behind dresses. Yeah, Squickwick is just, he wasn't moving.
He did the Drax the Drax hiding ability to stay.
Yeah, he was underneath his heap of blankets, and he was not moving an inch.
So you
and
just see the shaking lump.
the people begin to move off, and this is probably like closer to the afternoon as they begin to kind of set off. With what things they have, kind of going through the gardens and picking what available vegetables and fruit that they can take along the way. Some people did manage to recover some bows and arrows and some sort of weapon implements for some of the houses that were saved. But as they're leaving, two people approach you guys. There are three people. Two young men and a young woman. And they're sort of standing off to the side looking at you guys. Sort of standing there as if they're waiting to get your attention, but sort of scared to kind of call out.
I'll slowly approach him.
We was wondering. And you see a pretty tall, like 6 foot, well-built young man. And you see that he has a bow and what seems to be some homemade, finely fletched arrows on his back. We were wondering if you could take us with you. I mean, we'll work. You don't have to pay us, but I think we just stand more of a chance with you than going out there.
I look to the rest of the party to see what their reactions are.
Do you know how to cook? We could really use a.
I do.
Okay, so hold on. Zarak would whip his head around and say, "What?" in all capital letters if he was writing it. You have a very good cook already.
More the reason, Zarak, you can teach him to be
Well-
as good as you are.
Aren't we kind of treading off to a place much worse than here?
I thought we were going up into the mountains. That we were buying warm clothes for you guys.
Much
and-
worse than here?
We can mind your wagon, take care of the animals while you're out.
It will take the worry off of us wondering where our stuff is.
Yeah, they do got a point.
And if you're going into the mountains, I dare say that I don't know if your wagon's going to fare up there.
How about the horses?
You might be able to take them through, but it's rocky ground. It's quite steep. Burros are more used to that type, being squat and all. But if they're well trained, they might do well. Whereabouts are you going? Forgive me, sirs and ladies. My name is Tristan, and that's the guy with the that you see with the bow and arrow. This is my sister, Faye, and my friend Welf. And you see another sort of dark-haired young man with sort of a scrabbly beard. They're both pretty young, and you see that the other guy just has, right now, it seems to be two well-worn daggers kind of on his belt as he sort of gives you a cursory nod. It's pleasure to meet you all, he sort of says, in kind of a gruff voice. We'll work our way. You don't have to pay us, and if we do a good job and you decide that you'd like to keep us on, then if you choose to pay us, then yes, but we'll do anything, please.
Exactly is it that you're looking for? I mean, like, sure, you're coming with us. Are you trying to find somewhere else to stay, or are you looking for an adventure? What exactly is that that you want up in the mountains with us?
We're not sure. Anything but this. And he sort of goes and he looks around. People disappearing, getting murdered here. Seeing and hearing about the things you've done. What my sister said you did. I'd feel better knowing that I was closer to you all than...
She wants a higher purpose than what you had here.
If that's what it takes, then yes.
You do know that this is a very dangerous trek if you follow us.
It's dangerous just living here.
Coming from someone who has lived in the Barrowlands, they've dealt with this danger more than most the rest of us. I see no reason to deny them this opportunity, and they'll be a great help to us.
I would like to see their skills before we take them along.
Isn't Rudy like the new one in the group? Are you sure you should be saying that right now?
I don't have any problem with them coming along insofar as they're providing the service they're saying they're going to provide. If there's real danger, we want them to stay back, and we'll take care of that.
So pretty much these guys are offering to be your hirelings.
Yeah,
that they're willing
I'm
to prove themselves first
very
before
familiar
you
with the
decide if you want to
concept.
keep them on and pay them. They are all skilled after you sort of interview them. You know that Tristan, his full name is Tristan Otmarson. his sister Faye, and their friend Welf. All of them have a skill. Tristan is a fair hunter. Welf is a scout and tracker. And Faye is a scullery maid. So she cooks and cleans with the best of them.
Oh well, I could talk to Faye and introduce her to my fish sauce.
Oh god, I didn't remember
Any of that.
Hey, more test subjects for you, Zarak.
Yeah, I might be able to show her
Might just
just how
crack the
potent
secret
the formula is.
You might just crack the secret.
I'll probably just like after like the little talk, I'll just lean towards Fade's like pointing to Zarak. He's a good man, he is. But if he offers anything that's sauce like, don't take it. Just trust us on this one.
Not unless you like the taste of fish for a few days. Wiggly eyebrows.
Boy Bluff, Rhine Pool, Barbrook, Krellberry. There's nowhere else up here. Everything's burning down. You got people out here babbling about madmen tearing people to pieces out in the woods. You can call me a coward, it's fine. But I think after what you accomplished, well, we'd like to stay with you all if you'll have us.
It sounds like we've made up our minds, so welcome to the Fates.
Should we
United.
tell? Should we address the i.e. cart?
What's an elephant?
An elephant?
Oh no!
Never
I
mind.
forgot. And I'll run towards the cart real quick. Crap! I forgot!
Yeah.
I don't know what it actually is. It's just a saying we say back in S-Stock.
Yeah, space might be a problem since our wagon is a bit full.
You're taking the wagon.
I mean, we can hang off the back or sit on the side. If if Faye's not really built for what me and Welf do, if there's room in there for her, then me and Welf will make do.
We could you could always ride one of us. You can ride with me. I am on horseback. I mean, I think there should be enough room for one more person. I mean.
He looks, Faye. Oh, I'd like that. She says that'd be nice. And she kind of looks apprehensive at Zarak, who said that he, after he said, "Ooh, another test subject," so she's kind of wary of Zarak. There's stranger danger in her.
I completely ignore her response, and I don't want anybody on my horse anyway. Ophelia is just for me.
Yeah.
Besides, I spend a lot of time dozing in the saddle, and I don't want anybody asking me 100 questions while we're riding.
I'll probably run to the car and check on Squid quick, see if he's doing okay.
The cart smells somewhat of old urine this early in the morning, as you see the pile of wool blankets in the corner, shivering and shaking with terror.
Oh, Squick, come on now, it's fine now.
Oh, no. Master Leo, no. Squick, fine inside.
No, please come out, it's fine. We need to clean this up a little after that.
No, thank you. And he just kind of looks down.
I guess I'll try to use prestidigitation to see if I can't clean the inside of it.
I mean, you do. You spray around the blankets and kind of get on the ground. I mean, the stale urine smell kind of gets away, and it's like an animal urine, so it's very like ammoniated, and it stinks. Like it's rough. And you manage to cull it down for the most part. But you can imagine this poor guy was into the blankets, hearing the fighting and the fires, and the people screaming, and just terrified all night.
Quick, I don't know what you eaten.
I mean, when you guys see to the horses, you see that all the horses are frothing at the mouth. Their muscles and their skin are foamed. When you finally got to them, like they were, I mean, they were really, really bad. That was a scary ordeal for them.
We should probably use the rest of this day to get what provisions.
Isn't it night?
Right now, it's probably about noon to 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I thought it was nighttime. Is this the next day after the fire?
This is the next day, and you guys sort of had a rest, which was kind of camping out on the ground and falling asleep and helping with the watches. I'll say.
Okay.
And it is the next day. You guys all had successful full rests with the help of the men, who were still they're pretty embarrassed that even though you told them like there was nothing you could do. He was controlling you. Like they were still embarrassed that and humiliated really that they were the ones that almost destroyed their village. Well, that did. So.
I think after all that, I'll just tell Squickwick that okay, though we may have some new people, so please be nice and courteous. And it's okay, all right?
Squickwick, no talk to people.
Oh no, you can talk. Just introduce yourself.
No. He's a rat person. I don't think he should be introducing himself to villagers. We should.
You see him sort of wince and kind of like as Zirek's loud voice kind of yells in towards the wagon because he's definitely afraid of the human wizard that keeps threatening.
Upright yelled back. He is a person that is with us now, and we are taking care of him. He is not a slave. So shut that yap of yours when it comes to this!
Leo.
Oh, I just want to lose him somewhere along the way. When Leo's not looking, I am going to kick him off a freaking cliffside and just wait for Leo to go like, where do you go?
I can just picture Zarek being like, what? I'm sorry, I dozed off there for a minute. I have no idea what Ophelia did. I think she might have bucked, and that's why I woke up. I don't know. Oh, is that Squigwig going off the edge? Leo, looks like your pet's dead.
Hey, Leo, look at this plant growing off of this 1,000-foot cliff.
Yeah.
You gotta lean over.
Man-eating plant over there, halfway regurgitated Squigwig.
Ooh, I would like to make Squidwig. What's his name?
Squickwick.
Squickwick. I want to make him a special dinner.
God, he's gonna overload him with fish sauce. Oh God!
It's literally human feces with fish sauce.
Yo! Oh, God, dang.
And he eats it. Okay, so I assume you guys are taking on the hirelings.
Yes.
Are they asking for payment, or are they willing? Or they want to come just because they want to be part of our group?
They said they'll work their way. And if you guys are able to take them back towards civilization safely, if you choose to keep them, then they probably will be paid at that point. But they're willing to work for free and kind of prove themselves that they can do this and help you guys out. So until you guys decide that you pay them, or until they decide to leave you if you guys get them back safely, you guys have skilled hirelings that'll help you do most of the mundane stuff. So leaving camp and coming back, it's already set up. They'll do all the work. They'll cook, clean, and hunt. They'll assist with survival checks that you have wealth. So he gives you guys a +5 to your survival rolls instead of advantage if you ask him to help with like tracking and scouting. So there's definite perks.
Okay, yeah, I definitely. I mean, people that are that live around here, Dromund is really the only, or Thalion is really the only one we know from around here. So these people might be able to provide some knowledge of the area as well. So yeah, I'm happy with them joining.
Yeah, and I mean, if you guys don't want to go out every day and then hunt or fish for food, it's pretty much taken care of. So that's sort of the payoff. More time doing potions, herbalism, studying, writing stuff down, that kind of stuff. So that's the option they're giving you. And we'll say that you guys get everything you need. You guys sort of scavenge what you can. There's not a whole lot left within. I'm assuming that what things were left, you guys let the people have that were going south. So they had something to help them survive.
Can I pick up the 2 knives I threw?
Yeah, I'll say it's easy enough. You remember where they were, and you pick them up. You guys are able to load everything up. Faye sort of rides side saddle on the back of Valeria's horse, kind of clinging onto her, and you guys have just a sort of a nice conversation between women. Welf and Tristan are both sort of hanging off of the back, sitting when they can, trying not to take up space inside, letting you guys have most of it, though. They do give the small bundle of moving blankets kind of a curious glance as you guys move around. But for the most part, they don't mind, and they just kind of talk along the back and just kind of have a conversation. And after about 2 days' worth of travel, you make it down towards the base of the mountain range. And there, Thalion, you see the Wintercap Stone. A large, old, monolithic stone engraved with runes. And the runes, you know, are inscribed in giant. As it's a big stone that sort of marks along the inside. And you look at the road ahead, and you guys realize that if you try to take the wagon through here, it's going to be really rough. And that's where we're going to leave off today.
Interesting session.
That was a tough fight. Holy crap.
Oh god, I was so irritated.
Intelligent monsters are the worst.
Yeah, I certainly didn't like my spells being counterspelled. And
I know,
so, that was infuriating. I want a rematch when I'm rolling.
He had something planned after Valeria saved, but you moved right up next to her, and he wasn't sure what spells you had left, so he decided to book it at that point. But he was gonna give the ultimatum: tell me where he is, or she dies. And she was gonna use his last 4 level spell slot that he used on Dromund on her.
I did have 1 3rd level spell left, so I probably would have tried to counterspell it, but yeah. I would have had to roll for that one. If it was a 4th level slot, it would have been a DC 14 check. Yeah, that would have been fun.
I think you would have killed her because it's a fan favorite. I know this group loves this.
Oh yay! It's the Chris Lagozo killing fellow players spell. Yeah.
And she would have been right in the middle of it.
God.
And you guys wouldn't have been able
More
to see
tentacles,
her.
just what we need.
I think Thalion and Garshadow died by those things. It
would have been a bad spell, but he was so fed up with being hit and damaged because his superiority complex is just that big. But yeah, you guys did good, really good. You guys took care of Ruxpin in no time. And he was definitely meant to make you guys really, really angry. And I think it worked.
Off to the Vampire Fortress.
So annoying.
And that goes to a vampire fortress.
That's what you think.
Well, we don't know that yet, but it's probably certain now.
No, we do know that. It had nothing to do with going into the vampire fortress. The vampire fortress is near. We're supposed to get by without alerting them.
I'm really sorry, Valeria, that I chose you to put that spell on, but it worked out pretty perfect because nobody could really heal, and I had to I was making everybody else use their healing spells if you spend it out.
Ugh.
You were targeting
Yeah.
everybody that could stop them and making them run.
I think that
He's
was
a
the
smart
most
little
annoying
shit.
part, is having to double move and not really be able to do anything.
If you would have flown up into the air, Elise, you would have been able to see him. But I didn't know if Elise wanted to take that chance again.
Nope, she didn't want to get that.
So, if we're gonna back to the rules thing, I was looking up about the jumping, and it doesn't say about jumping cost movement.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you
Just pull it up.
can't move anywhere without the cost of movement, except, falling at an alarming rate.
Look at jumping in the compendium right here on roll 20, and it says every foot of movement every foot of jumping uses a foot of movement. I sent it to Mark earlier.
It makes sense because, or else that would mean that if you fly, you don't use any movement, but you do. It's the same amount.
It would also mean that if you could jump 15 feet, then in your movement is 30, you can move 45 feet now, which is rules breaking.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Or if you have a ring of jumping, you are ridiculous.
Yeah, there's
You
that.
Jump everywhere.
I'm just gonna jump up the side of this mountain like Hulk style. I loved it. That was
Right?
great. That's what Mark did. Speaking of, I'll see you guys on Saturday. We have a game on Saturday night.
Game on Friday for Tomb of Annihilation.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much. That was a very entertaining session for me. I know it was probably a teeth-gritting, fist-clenched, desk-pounding one for you all. And I can't wait to take you guys up into the mountains. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh boy, now I'm terrified.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Have a good night.
Right.